Hey everyone. Okay, so this is the story of when I sued the largest telephone company in the United States. I was 22 at the time. I had just left a doctor's appointment and found my car covered in telephone cable. I had coil marks along the side and on the roof of my car. I had looked up and it was obvious the cable had snapped from one end of the telephone pole and sort of ricocheted to the other side. However, my car was right there in the way, in the path, and it covered my car. I had to kind of pull it off my car. We didn't have cell phones at the time, so no pictures, just my statement. So I had a very important interview to go to, so I couldn't wait around for the police or anybody. I didn't have anyone to call, so I left for this interview. And then I filed a complaint and a claim with GTE, which was the telephone company. It is now Verizon. And I pretty much thought it was going to be easy peasy. I explained what happened, showed the damages to my car. It was obvious a coil cable that had caused the damage. And I got a letter back saying that they bared no responsibility and that they had nothing to say further. And so I wrote a response saying, how is that possible? It is obvious your fault. Your equipment failed somehow and has caused major damage to my car. They wrote me back saying basically that they had interviewed a witness who claimed that a huge truck had barreled down the road and had caused the cable to snap when the truck hit the cable. I asked, may I have this information for this witness so I may speak with him directly? I got a response saying, this matter is closed. We're done, basically. So I wasn't done. So I went to the courthouse and filed and was approved a hearing in front of a judge. I showed up and on my court hearing day, and I approached when I was told to, and so did the lawyer. And this lawyer that was representing GTE was a obvious corporate sort of attorney. He looked the part, he spoke the part, everything about him was intimidating to me. But I had to, at that point, move forward. I had no choice. The judge asked me what had happened. I basically explained to him what I explained to you. The lawyer got his chance. And he basically said, yeah, we feel that it was the truck's fault and the truck owner owes these damages. And I said, well, how is it possible that if this truck is so large, how come it didn't hit every single telephone cable all down this road? It was a huge road in Long Beach, Atlantic Avenue, big street, right next to Memorial Hospital. So it's very busy, lots of telephone poles and cables, and none of which fell down with this big truck, this enormous truck that was so big it knocked down a telephone cable. He said, I really have no answer for that. I don't know how that happened. And I said, and then I had another turn. I said, I really had asked to speak to your witness and I got no response. The judge said, yes, I see that she had asked, why has she not been provided this information? And the lawyer said, well, the witness is actually here illegally and refuses to come forward with the fear of being in trouble. And that's when the judge kind of gave this look, and the lawyer sort of interjected more information and said, I would like to say that it should be her, meaning me, to go to Sacramento and start getting laws changed and work on legislation to make sure trucks aren't allowed to be so big that they destroy telephone cables. And at this time, I remember this court reporter looking at me, this woman, just like giving me the, he's an idiot look, and I am so proud of you look. And that's when the judge sort of said, I'm going to go ahead and stop you here. First of all, I'm finding for her. GTE owes her this much amount of money. This is when you have to pay by. Oh my gosh. Secondly, Are you kidding me? I am insulted by the mere suggestion that she should go to Sacramento and try and make these changes. Whereas you are representing a billion-dollar company, have countless resources to do such a thing, and you're suggesting she should do it rather than you. Insulting. You should be ashamed of yourself. And then the judge said, lastly, I want to congratulate you, meaning me, for persevering, for making it through, for pushing something that was obvious wrong. And you did a great job. I think you should be proud of yourself. You did a good job. And, you should consider law. And, like 25 years later, I finally am. Anyway, so as intimidated as I was, it all worked out. I had to go down the elevator with this attorney, and I felt such pride. I was so excited for myself. I was a little bit embarrassed, but I remember just standing there going, that's right. I went to the bottom floor, and I remember getting on a payphone, an actual payphone back in the day, and called my boyfriend and told him that I had won. It was a victory. Anyway, that is that story. Hey, subscribe, like, share, comment, the routine. I would love your support. I need your support. I couldn't be happier about this. Thank you so much for your support.